Hello, this is Katie Flint, News Director for WREK Atlanta. I'm here with Brian Wallenberg, one of the dancers for the Atlanta Ballet's performance of Dracula. Thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
So, for those who don't know the Dracula story, which character are you, and how did you develop your character?
I play the role of Jonathan Harker, and the way the ballet is set up, each act is sort of about a different character. Jonathan Harker sort of introduces Dracula to all of these other characters. Act 2 is about the character of Lucy, who sort of gets seduced by Dracula, and Act 3 is about Jonathan Harker's wife, whose name is Mina, and Dracula falls in love with Mina and wants to make Mina his bride. So my character sort of introduces Dracula to all of these other characters.
Okay. How did you, as a dancer, kind of develop your character itself?
I started out by reading the novel, of course. It's such a great piece of literature. And the ballet really follows the novel, Bram Stoker's novel.
Okay.
So I started out by reading that. And Michael Pink, the choreographer of Dracula, has really crafted the show so well that your character sort of built into the show. So
Okay.
he directed it very well.
And how would that character development in ballet, how does that differ from acting? I have a theater acting background, so how does that development kind of differ?
Well, it's interesting because you're telling a story without words as a dancer. But there is a similar thread. I have lines kind of going in my head during the show because I have a story that my character is telling. And that's one thing that Michael Pink always talks about. He wants everyone on stage to have a story in their head so that their character is actually, doing some, you have a purpose.
Okay, that's really neat. And along with that, what kind of other things should the audience really look forward to when they're going to see the performance coming up?
This production of Dracula gives you everything you want to see. It's sensual, it's sexual, it's bloody, it's creepy, it's interesting, it captivates you. It's one of our most popular ballets, and people ask for us to do it all the time. So here we are doing it again, and it's just such an audience pleaser.
Okay. And what are you actually looking forward to with this performance? Because I know you've done it before, and is this one going to be any different?
Yeah, this is my retirement. This is my retirement show from the ballet.
Really?
So it's kind of great because this role was my first lead role with the company, and so to end on this note, it's just everything's come full circle.
Okay. Are there any other closing remarks you might have for this, or?
I think that if somebody has not seen ballet, they'll be absolutely blown away by this production because it's really a piece of theater. And everyone is always so surprised because a lot of people will come to it being like, okay, I'm going to see the ballet of Dracula. But once they see it, they're like, that was so cool. It was so much more than I ever thought it would ever be.
So it's kind of like a combination between what people would consider theater and they add ballet into it. So it's a real performance upon itself.
Absolutely. It's just a great piece of narrative theater. It tells the story so well, and the music is absolutely incredible. It was written for this particular production. So it just has everything that you want in Dracula.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Thank you so much for coming in and taking the time to talk to us about this. You can listen to this full interview on our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/recnews, and you can listen to two of these segments on Thursday and Friday of this week at 7, 8, 9, 11 a.m., as well as 2 and 4 p.m. Thank you so much again, Brian.
Thank you.